Yes, today I did not follow my rules, and what do you know, it was a trend day. So today, minus $509 on each account, so around about $1,000 lost today. And majority of the trades I did not follow my rules, and today turned out to be a nice trend day. So left a lot of money on the table. But kind of after realizing I was kind of going on tilt and not following my strategy, I kind of just left it there and went and did something else, got off the charts. So we're going to go through a quick recap on what happened today, what was my kind of thought process going into the day, um, and why we kind of went a little bit on tilt and didn't follow the rules. So let's jump right in. Um, the first trade, as you can see, this one at the bottom, it's at literally 4 minutes after market open. I've got to ask myself, why am I trading at 4 minutes after market open when um, usually one of my rules is not to trade in the first half an hour, and I really don't have any bias for until maybe 3 p.m. or when news comes out. Second trade, 10 minutes after market open, and this was a $700 loss. So this should never happen. So these two trades, which equate to around about $900, shouldn't have even happened. Um, didn't follow my rules, didn't stay consistent. So this is something I need to work on. The other two, I think this one, the 947, I sized too heavy, and this one I'd probably let slide because I kind of was going for something within my strategy, but we'll go over them on the charts. And then the final trade, 1700. This one I oversized. It was a good trade, however, because I was already down a decent chunk, um, I did not want to hold this trade. I just wanted to get out of the trade and just be done with it because at this point I was already I already could tell I was going on tilt, so I just wanted to get out of the trade. And then as you'll see today, we were on a mega trend day. So let's jump into what I was seeing at market open, um, and why I took these silly trades. So if you look on the left, this is SPY market open. Um, came up to prior day high, strong rejection, and then if we look at NQ, came up to prior day high, strong rejection, and then we got under the 20 EMA. If we look at the options premium chart, so if we look at the options premium chart at the open, we came down to the 50 SMA, and then when this candle was forming, it wasn't closed. Um, it was actually a solid red candle underneath um, 50 SMA. So I was trying to play this negative cross on the calls, which indicates to me bearish. But number one, I front ran the cross. The line actually didn't cross. So this could be technically a fake out. So I front ran the cross instead of waiting for the cross. So that's when I got in short here. I was short. Let me show. I was short around about here with my stop loss. I think it was around about here. Um, so I got stopped out there. Once again, it's just so early in the day. The market hasn't really given a direction, so I shouldn't even be trading up until 3 p.m. Half an hour after market open. So we took another short at 3 p.m., which is here. So nice move up, big candle down, broke underneath prior day high, and then if we look at the options premium chart again, 3 p.m., which is like here. So once again, front ran the cross, thought we were going to come under this strong bearish candle, thought we were going to come under, didn't wait for the cross, and then got chopped up. So that's 2 entries, which technically I shouldn't have even traded because 1 was too early in the day, 2 we didn't get the official cross, 3 were above the 200 EMA on the 30-minute time frame as well. So yeah, that was kind of these bunch of trades which were not A plus, were kind of just boredom trades, let's say. And that might be overconfidence from trading well yesterday. But yeah, I'm glad I caught myself before it could have got worse. And then the only decent trade was this one. However, we 1 oversized and 2 sold way too early. So the reason for taking the longs was the weekly chart. So this is the SPY weekly chart, and as you can see, at around about 3:30, 4, we got positive cross to the upside. Now the weekly chart is much more powerful than the SPY ODTE chart. When we get a positive cross on the weekly, we can expect longer term bullish movement. So this is just a stronger signal basically. And what time did we get that cross? Around about 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. is kind of up here. But we actually took that long trade at, time was it? 3:36. So literally here. I think we entered like around about here. I think we entered here and I sold here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sold there. The stop was the bottom of this wick. So that was the trade. And then if we kind of zoom out and realize if I would have held for a lot longer, look how many points I could have gained. There was no reason to get out of here. Did we cross this line all the way up until here? No. And even at this point, the highest low, so I would have moved my stop to here, moved my stop to here, moved my stop to here, then moved my stop to this low, and then kind of held that. If I would I have moved it to there? No, because the 20 EMA is lower than that. So when I'm putting my stops in, I'll do the lowest, the highest level below the 20 EMA. So at this point here, this stop, if we went across, the EMA is still lower. So it would have been this stop, came down, touched the EMA, didn't get stopped out, moved up. Then the stop would have moved to here, new low, new low. Then the EMA moves up. Would I have moved it to here? Not till about here. But not until the EMA moves above. Move it there. Then move it here. And then move it there. And then get stopped out there. So basically using that methodology, we would have captured the whole move. But because I was already down on the day, 2, feeling the tilt come on, just sold way too early just to get out of the market. So they were the 4 poor trades and 1 poorly executed trade for today. So they're the stats for this week so far. Hopefully I can try and get my emotions in check and have a nice end off to the week. The profit goal for the 150k account is 9,000. I then think it's 5,000 top of that just to get out of the buffer zone. So still a long way to go, and yeah, still making mistakes, but this is all the growing process. So on to the next day.